Hello, near far, wherever you are. This is Nisha plus Rich World. What's up, Rich fam, and welcome back to the channel. Before I get started, I would like to just say, if you're new here, okay, if you like what you see after the end, then perhaps. But anyway, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Once you subscribe, you become family, and hit the what's that bell called? The notification bell, because the notification bell is gonna notify you every time we upload a video. I got distracted starting, y'all. But how y'all doing today? And as you can see on the menu, I have chicken and waffles. And before I get into anything further, and I got more questions, y'all, let me go ahead and bless this food because it's late. I'm tired. And yeah, before I start rambling, Father, Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, I thank you for this meal that I'm about to partake. I ask that you will remove the impurities and make it nourishment to my body. In Jesus' name, amen. Y'all, how y'all doing? And how y'all liking the questions that I've been getting emailed? I have more. It's only about 6. And I'm going to go ahead and start on that. So I hope you all are doing well today. I know y'all, I don't even know when y'all gonna get this my equipment starting to, anyway, you know what? TMI. So I got my questions pulled up. I'm gonna go ahead and put this syrup on there. I'm drinking water today, y'all. So I didn't do no juice or nothing today. I got this. I got the chicken and waffles going on here. So, okay, y'all, where my fork go? Okay. Anyway, let me go ahead and get some food in my body. And, gonna get started, y'all. I know it's cold where y'all standing. Y'all seeing this weather with this coldness? It's cold. Different components and equipments in people's houses tripping. What else going on in the world? Just on everything. But all in all, y'all good? You know what? I'm glad I waited. Oh, yeah. How y'all? Okay. I'm late today doing anything because me and a mom of 6 children. It's like when one of them gets something, whether it's viral or whatever it is, it seems like it began to trickle to all the kids. And that's what's going on in my house right now. So I've been catering to the kids all day. I haven't eaten anything. First meal of the day. And it's good too. So, I don't like to see nobody sick. I have an absolute vendetta against when people get sick. I don't care if it's a cold, I get attitude. I don't care what it is. And then, like, when all the family gets sick, my God. And then turn around, sometimes the mama just gets sick. Out of all that, taking care of everybody. This ain't no complaint. This just showing love to the parents and how to tend to multi-age children or just a child, period. Watching your child sick and you can't handle that. I don't like it. I forgot. Y'all want some? Alright, I'll put y'all in there. There you go. It's good. Butter. You can't put the ER on it. You gotta say butter. Butter waffles. They so good. That's so hot too. Now I heard it's some places that make the chicken with the pancake batter. Is that true? Y'all let me know. Although I've been probably looked it up, I'm just saying. What's y'all experience at these restaurants? Do they do that for real? I never been to a restaurant for the chicken and waffles. I always just made them at home. So, no. Alright. So, you guys, I'm going to eat and answer these questions. Okay? And I'm going to try to eat more than I usually drink. So, I got my water right here. But I ain't going to turn it over until I'm where I want to be as far as my food. So, number one. Someone asked you, no name, no city and state. But they asked a question. How do you keep the spark in the relationship or your marriage? Well, that's a really good question. Really, really, really good question. Especially coming from a woman like myself. We have children. Our children always invade our space. However, most of the time we keep the spark in our relationship with like things that are spontaneous. What I mean by spontaneous, sometimes we may just up and just jump and do something. It's not planned. It's unorthodox. And we always try to seize the moment to keep that spark going. And me just continuing to be his girlfriend. So that's one of the ways we're doing. Surprises, being spontaneous. Being communicable, like able to talk to him. You know. Dating him. That's one way I always try to put it. Like really, really dating him. And I've learned over the time now not to over spiritualize our marriage, but to be his girlfriend and to really, really date my husband. Like for real. Every chance I get. That's one way to keep the spark. One way. Out of many ways. Next question is, we're 2 years shy of double digits. I'd ask best advice for a new couple. Okay, well, she asked me several questions. Best advice for a new couple. And I piggyback off of number one. Date your husband. Be his girlfriend. Be open to him. Just, what I'm saying? If it's something that ain't compromising y'all life or anything like that, be open. How do you stay in love? Like I told y'all in my last video, y'all know how I feel about when it comes to the word love. Love, number one, is a spirit that you must possess. It comes from God. I stay in love. It was a story my husband had told once. Like, it was an older man was talking about how they stayed in love or something. He's like, both of us have never been out of love at the same time. That's one thing. One of them mad and the other one okay, or other words. But staying in love is just remembering why y'all were joined for one reason and understanding the purpose of why you got married. That's one way we stay in love. It's a purpose behind it. How many times have I wanted to leave or walk away? Girl, it's just like having toddlers. You want to walk away all the time. You just want to throw in the towel. You want to give up a lot. But it never happens to that effect. Well, I don't mean it's a comparative having toddlers, but all I'm saying is I think everybody go through a moment where they want to give up and walk away. But it never really happens. Sometimes you just want to be alone. Sometimes you just want to do whatever it is you do and just move on with life. But it don't work like that. What's your marriage in a nutshell? My marriage is led by God, hard work, and fully committed to legacy. That's a nutshell. Led by God. That means it has that love that God has given us and is moving because of how God wanted to move. You know, being committed one to another in a nutshell. I mean, that's all I can really say in a nutshell. Our best memory. My best memory, our best memory, I feel like, was the night that my husband proposed to me. That's one. And then the second one would definitely have to be that time we just up and just went out of town. It would definitely have to be that one because it was different. I was shaky. I was sheltered as a young lady growing up. So, like, when my husband like, come on, we're finna go out of town, I'm like, ooh, y'all should have saw me. I wouldn't go to sleep. Well, I really did end up going to sleep. I wouldn't go to sleep. I had all the all type of emergency numbers and everything. Y'all, we were going only 3 hours away from home. I was a mess. So, yeah. It would definitely have to be that. My husband, when we went out of town that time, he got me out of my shell. A lot of things he got me out of my shell. Be with somebody that's going to want you open up and help you open up. Because, honey, I don't think I would have made it with somebody else. I don't know. Best date we ever went on. It would definitely have to be, oh my God, help me. Best date we ever been on. Y'all, that's a hard one. Best date. Oh my God. I don't know. It's a lot of them. What's the best date we ever been on? I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna come back to them. Best date. We had a lot of best dates. What was your wedding like? Do you plan to renew your vows? Well, as far as the wedding, we didn't have a traditional wedding. We went to the courthouse. And we do plan on renewing our vows very, very, very soon. You guys. Hopefully you guys can come. We'll see. How is your spouse different from when you got married to now? How is he the same? Did you all ever do counseling? If so, what are your thoughts? Well, I'm going to start from the bottom up. We did do counseling, premarital counseling, before we got married. We only did about, a couple of sessions of it. It wasn't long. It was just pretty much to kind of see where your mind is. Do you understand the role that you have to play in marriage and different things of that, like a preliminary?
She said we weren't ready.
What? Okay, then.
Yes, she did.
Oh, she did, man.
She said we weren't ready.
Well, he said the counselor said we wasn't ready, but she didn't say it to me. She told me we were ready. Yeah, we did do counseling, but we only did a couple of sessions of it, and we went on about our business. What else? I don't know. Well, one asked me, how is my spouse different from when we got married? Well, first of all, he's older. He's more mature. He has a better understanding about life and me as a woman and as his wife. It's like he gets the, you know what I'm saying? It's all about, like, does he transition with purpose? As far as, like, understanding the purpose of understanding the woman that he's married to, knowing my in and out, my exhales and my exhales. He's growing that part with knowing me. And how is he the same? she asked me, is he different? And then she asked me, how is he the same? Well, of course he's the same man, but different experiences have shaped him. One thing that I could say that's different about him is...
How is he the same? How is he the same?
Well, I mean, he's the same because he still loves me the same. That's number one. His love it grows to me more and more. It hasn't changed up. It only goes deeper. I can honestly say that because sometimes people find out later on in the marriage, after they married, that there's a drought. Now, I haven't really experienced a drought. We've had rough patches. I think that's inevitable. People are going to have rough patches. That's in anything. Relationship, baby mama, baby daddy, marriage, it don't matter. It's going to make you or break you. Simple. And, yeah. I don't know. Now, I already answered this question. Were there ever times you wanted to walk away? If so, what made you stay? But it is kind of different. Well, number one, I would definitely have to say, yeah, there were times I wanted to walk away. I'm pretty sure it was times he wanted to walk away. And the thing that made me stay was the purpose of it all. It was beyond our children. It was beyond whatever was going on at the time. And the thing that really, really helped me stay is that I really couldn't see myself being with anybody else. I really couldn't see the end of me being with somebody else as I could see the end with him. So I was like, no, let me just go on and stay. It ain't worth it. And then, just straight up, I don't want nobody else taking my place if it's meant for me to be here. No, I don't want to be looking around the corner and see him living another life. No, we're going to have to work this out. We're going to have to work it out because I just can't do it. You know, it ain't about being a jealous type of nothing like that, but like, you know the worth of the man that you have. And sometimes I don't think women are vulnerable enough to say that. Because, you know, women have this like, girl, please. You know how we can be. But I ain't ashamed to say it. I like who I have become with this person. So you mean to tell me I got to disconnect from what I've become to reprogram myself for somebody else and God? Nah, I can't do it. So we're gonna roll this one out. Now, if we have, Oh yeah, we watched Acrimony. And y'all, if you ain't seen Acrimony, you just need to watch it because honestly, I can understand. Now, with all the craziness, I get it. Slim's crazy. But you got to understand that bond that these people had, and all of a sudden it was interrupted over the cares of life and over money situations and such like that. And then you mean to tell me the next month this man straight rich and then she had to watch him live the life that he promised her with another woman? Boo-boo, no, we ain't gonna do that. Not today. So, I kind of felt that move. I think I watched that movie like 10 times. Because that probably would be me. I'm just saying. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Okay. If not, what do you and your spouse have in common? Why did you want to marry each other? To be totally honest with you, I love the fact that we're opposite. We're totally opposite, but we get along in such a way. I'm talking about like we could straight up trip it out and have a good time and really love it. And I don't know, I really can't explain it. Like you just have to be in it in that moment. Let me look at it one more time because I don't want to be. I go all over the place.
Yeah, no, when the job go, when the bills go, when the kids go, we go.
Yeah, and see, that's a lot of time where people mess up. My husband, he in the background. I ain't know. But, like, a lot of time people don't ever think about the fact that, especially if you have children in your marriage. We have 6 children, right? And don't y'all know, it's going to be a time when me and this man going to be in the house with no children around. So, that's the test of it right there. Do you really want to be with each other? Because ain't nobody going to be here to like bond you and piece you together, you gonna know for sure. And that's who you want to be with. And to be frank with you, you should know before the kids leave. Because we already said we're going to be in Hawaii. Don't call us. We probably going to be traveling the world, but we're going to be traveling the world anyway. I'm just saying, that's always been our motto. Don't call us, we gone. It's going to be on our voicemail and everything. But yeah. We have in common, number one, we both love God. We both want to see the end and the purpose that we were born. Straight off top. Ain't no other way. Marriage is a God idea. I said marriage is a God idea. So if you live in the ranks of marriage outside of the will of God, let me take a sip. Moving on. Anyway, yeah, but that's why we got married. Like, we loved each other. We believed that God was calling us to be married and do purpose in ministry. Number one, marriage is ministry, marriage is work. And ministry is not always going to be in the pulpit. I don't fully understand why we're on this camera right here, but I know it's beyond just mukbanging. But right now we mukbanging, but I know it's deeper than that. Okay, someone said, my husband and I just made 9 years this week. What is one thing or several, if you have them, that bonds you two together, like an activity or an annual event? Well, one of our main activities that we do, okay, like, baby, help me out. He said eat. Come on, baby. This is all we get. Come on.
It's like a reset when we go out on a date. It's like that was something that we love to do when
that's true.
We had a family. So.
Before we had a family, my husband said, that's true. Going out, and now honestly, before we even knew anything about mukbanging, we would hit the town and try every restaurant in the city. You know what I'm saying? Them little tuck nuts away type of restaurants and elegant restaurants. It didn't matter what it was. We would do stuff like that even while we were dating. So that would be one thing I would say that kind of made us come together closer. We were just like, hey, we're going to hit this spot this week, or we're going to hit that spot this week. And we would do it. And she asked one more thing. And then do we have an annual event that we do every year? That's a good question. Like, do we go out of town this one place the same time every year? Or do we have this shindig one time every year? That's a good question. I think we about to make one. Hold up, what's it? No, we haven't made a tradition like that yet. But that's a good idea. So, no, we haven't done that. But I would encourage people, if you will make a traditional thing for you and your spouse to remember from here on out, I would say do it. That's a good idea. I would love for us to like go to Greece every year. I know that's crazy, but I want to see Greece. Greece is beautiful. That's it, you guys. Don't forget, if you want to ask us or me, whomever, questions, if you don't mind sharing, you can leave them in the comment down below. You can email me as they did. They emailed me questions. Or if you're not following us on Instagram with our mukbang Instagram, you should at Nisha World #2. I'm trying to get all our social media handles to be the same, Nisha plus Rich World. But for some reason, somebody had the names already. I don't know. Something happened. Or I'm just learning this thing. I don't know. But that's all I have, you guys. That's all the questions I have. It's pretty fun talking to y'all about certain stuff like that. You know. That's all I got.
Shoot their questions, no matter how minor or major it is.
Shoot your questions from my husband. He said, well, this coming from my husband. He said no matter how minor or how major they are, we're only going to give you the best advice possible from personal experience and things of that nature. Right, babe?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Godly advice.
Hmm?
Also godly advice.
And godly advice. That is the best one. Godly advice. Yeah. Well, on that note, I'm gone. I'm at 20 minutes, guys. Don't forget to like this video. Comment down below. Hit that bell.
Bing.
Yeah, bing. Don't forget, you guys. Road to 1K. We on the way. Road to 1K. Dog, y'all, it's real. Tell a friend, share. Let everybody know what we doing. Tell your family. Oh my God.
Tell the cashier.
Lord, his boy said, tell the cashier. Baby, I'm tripping.
Tell the cable guy.
He said, tell the cable guy. So you guys, I'm finna go. Don't forget, no matter where you are in this world, you're somebody special.
And I believe in you.
You believe in me. Talk to y'all later. Eat my food up. Wait a minute, I be tripping when they do. Alright, y'all.